Welcome to Reactober day 27. Ooh. Good morning. Okay, let me say good morning to everybody. I hope everybody out there is doing good and great. I'm doing good and great on this day. I'm feeling a little better, and thank you to everybody that was, just sending out, feel better. I'm feeling a little better today, y'all. Let me say what is today? Thursday. Okay, happy Thursday to everybody. I hope today will be a amazing and good and great day for everybody. Okay, let me just say that. And also let me say again before I jump into it, it's Lala. If you don't know me, if you do know me, but you think you know me, but you really don't know me, and you want to know who I am, it's Lala. Okay, remember that. Got it. Anyways, y'all, so moving along. Today, y'all, I probably put out 2 reactions because I basically sat here and put 2 reactions together. And y'all know what's the crazy part? The crazy part is if I don't stop, I have a whole book that I have jotted, okay? That I have jotted just by watching, okay? Not even a full video. So then that's where I want to ask y'all, can y'all tell me what's wrong with that? Is something wrong with that? Because most of the time I just want to watch a video. And as I always have told y'all, I don't want to have nothing to say. But then my brain start going and my cells and everything start functioning and flowing and my hands start writing. So that's where we come up with the reactions. So, all right. So anyways, I told y'all I'm basically going kind of back, okay? I'm just bouncing around. Whatever is catching my attention, then that's what I'm creeping in on and I'm watching and boom, and then that's what I give a reaction on. So then I also seen Cracked Up Live Life, okay? She want to come on with a live eating crab, y'all. Yes, I got a reaction on that, okay? Because my thing of it is you get on here and you want to entertain the people by showing them that I have went to the store and I have bought crab, okay? I bought all the crab. Okay, cool. But see, the coins and the dimes that we are spending on things that does not matter, you need to throw it in a cup, okay, and start building and putting money away for your lawyer, okay? Then that's where you say, does the kids really matter? Y'all think about that one, okay? Anyways, moving on. So today we will be talking about Kaylin's 10th birthday, okay? I came on here before and I talked about the birthday party of Philip giving Kaylin a birthday party, a nice birthday party. And I say nice birthday parties because family was there. Except I didn't see Mama Dukes. But family was there. I didn't see JJ dad and stuff like that. But most of Philip's side of the family was there, okay? So that was a good birthday party. And JJ did not throw no coin into that can to help on not a nothing, okay? So anyway, I think that was a good party. So I tuned into the video, y'all, and so I just want to see, okay? I want to see somewhere in there, I think she changed the title because on one of the videos I seen giving Kaylin something for her birthday, and then when I went back, it was just titled Kaylin's 10th birthday, okay? Do anybody else notice she goes back and tries to edit and change her titles around? Anyways. So this is what I wanted to say, okay? Okay, so we still feeding and celebrating with the kids' birthday with neck bones, okay? And I would say, not all the kids, basically Kaylin, okay? Still celebrating her birthday with neck bones. I wouldn't have nothing to say about it if it was one time, but this is every time. Every time it's this girl's birthday, you give her freaking neck bones. And then that's where I would call neck bones stew, okay? I mean, I don't care how much you might like neck bones, but when it's my birthday, you understand? This is a whole special day. I don't want to eat no soup. And I don't want to eat no neck bones, corns, and potatoes and bell peppers. I don't. I want some good food. How about y'all? And with her being a 10-year-old, do y'all think she really want neck bone stew for her birthday every time? Or do y'all just assume that Jazz thinks this is the food that she wants to be celebrated with? I don't know, y'all. Help me. But what I want y'all to do, okay, take a pause. Take a stop, okay? Go back to Hefty birthday, okay? Each birthday that she have displayed on the YouTube streets, go back to his birthday. Okay. And see, this is what I'm going to start doing because, see, a lot of y'all don't understand and get it and all that type of stuff. So what I have to do is tell you, stop the video. Okay. Go back to say celebrating babe birthday or something like that. And then let me know. Okay. Let me know in the comments down below. But everybody that's tracking with me and understand me, put in the comments down below. What was she serving him for his birthdays? Let me know. Surely wasn't no neck bones. I'm just saying. Help me out. I give y'all a few. Okay. Exactly. She was not making neck bones for him. Okay. She was not making potatoes and cornbread for him. Okay. She wasn't doing that. So then that's where I would say she not feeding him birthday food such as neck bones and celebrating his birthday day with this type of food. I mean, I want to know what happened. And it sounds like I'm repeating myself because when it was last year and it was this girl's birthday, it was the same thing. So guess what? I basically said the same thing last time. And now that she's 10, and that's why I say same shit, different day, different year, different time, okay? Different second. But it all is the same-ish, okay? I said the same thing. Now, celebrating any kid's birthday, hot dogs, okay? Pizza, easy. How about what JJ and Hefty love to eat? Chicken wings, right? How about that? Easy, right? I mean, most of all that I know all kids like nachos, okay? How about that? Easy, easy. You ain't got to do no cutting. You ain't got to do too much of nothing. I mean, I want to know. I mean, do her kids not enjoy that type of food? Do they not like that type of food? Or is it that all the other kids, except for hers, love it? Okay. So do she have kids that don't like hot dogs, don't like chili cheese dogs, don't like nachos, don't like chicken wings, don't like, the nacho, I said nachos, pizza. Do they not like those type of food? Because for what I know, kids like that, especially having it for their birthday with some cake and some ice cream. They love that, okay? But she's not giving that. So then I would say, okay, so Kaylin's 10th birthday, okay? She basically hit her with neck bones too. I mean, help me understand, because I don't understand. I mean, and then I would go and say, okay, so then I sit back and I want to know, what did she give her for her birthday? Okay, I see she gave her a mic, came from Amazon. So that was about $20, okay, because y'all know I got the blue mic. My mic is a little bit different from hers, but my blue mic didn't cost a whole lot, about $20, about $24, you know, with the tax and all that type of stuff. Okay, a box of beads, okay. Then she gave her, let me see. I thought that was it. Because then I was going to say, okay, so question. Okay, is that all she get? Because see, Hefty get more than that. So that's another problem. Okay, so then I kind of strolled more into the video. Then I see Kaylin had a birthday bag. Okay. So she gave her a phone stand or an iPad stand and a keyboard to go with the phone stand for her iPad. Basically buying her accessories, okay? Accessories for her iPad. And then an Amazon gift card. Okay, and then that's where I'm gonna say again. When we watch these kids' birthday, okay? Not from what Philip is doing, okay, but from what Jasmine, what the mother, okay? What she is doing. Does it compare to Hefty? Or do it look like she go all out for Hefty, but go in barely, not in all the way for her kids? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So, did she buy Hefty a bottle of Crown Royal, y'all? A big bottle of Crown Royal? y'all. Y'all tell me how much y'all think about a crown royal is. I'm just saying. Let me know. Okay. And then I want to know, so is Kaylin actually wearing prescribed glasses, or is Kaylin just wearing blue blockers? And y'all help me out. I don't know. I don't know if I can go into a video where she actually has to start wearing glasses, or is those just blue blockers that she is wearing like everyday glasses. I'm just saying. Y'all help me out on that. Okay. Help me understand that. Then I'm going to move along because it's something else I want to talk about. But I'm going to say, for this girl's birthday, can we do better? Okay. Can we stop displaying neck bones? Okay. Neck bones and corn and potatoes for a 10-year-old birthday. I mean, give a little bit more. You seen what Philip gave. He wasn't serving. If this is her favorite food, that's fine. But it's not going to be what I'm going to serve you on your birthday. Just not happening. If that was the case, you would have seen Philip had a whole pan of what? Neck bones. No, they were serving the kids pizza. Normal things that kids would eat. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm not into what she is giving, y'all. I'm not. Okay? I'm not okaying neck bone stew for a 10-year-old birthday. I'm not, okay? Y'all can, and whoever else wants to can, but I'm not, okay? It ain't cool. I ain't Kool-Aid with it. It's not cool at all, okay? Because on this day, this is a day where not only will you have cake, you understand, but you will have either hot wings, chili cheese dogs, hot dogs, pizza, or nachos. Things that kids would like to eat on this day, celebrating my day, not neck bones and hot sauce. Don't want it. Not happening, okay? I know you might go in the store and it costs not that much to buy some bones, because most of the time, that's what neck bones is. Bones. You don't get that much meat. So what are you feeding them? I'm just saying. Help me out. Anyways, y'all. Moving along. So I want to know, put in the comments down below, y'all, how did y'all feel about what she gave Kaylin for her birthday? How she celebrated Kaylin's birthday? How do y'all feel about that? Let me know. True thoughts and opinions. If that was y'all and y'all kid has a favorite food, okay, maybe Salisbury steak and potatoes, or, you know, I don't know, okay? I just don't see where you'll have a 10-year-old or a kid that's going to just really be in love with neck bones to, on my birthday, I want neck bones. I mean, I don't see it. But like I said, maybe I can't see it. Maybe y'all can see it. Because ain't now kid over here of mine going to say, you want some neck bones? You want some meatloaf and potatoes and carrots and stuff for your birthday? Heck no. You want some pizza? What you want? Let me know. Hamburger? What? That's what they gonna say. I mean, at least y'all could have barbecued for her. You know? It's just, I don't like when you don't put in the effort, okay? You don't put in the effort, but you pull out the camera to record. You pull out the camera to record like, you know, I'm doing good things. It's not, okay? It's not good things. Because then when I see what you are doing, then I start to compare, okay? I start to pull up and look at this and look at that, you know? I start to pull up and say, well, Hefty, this is what she do. When it comes to her kid, this is what she do. But when it came to Philip, this is what he done. And then, you know, I have a whole lot to say. I'm just saying. So moving along, y'all, I went into another video. This video is titled, Will he need another helmet, or is it Legendary's graduation day? So I can see in there she finally took heed, or the doctor probably told her, because before I know a lot of people were saying that the baby needed a helmet, and that was a question that I was going to ask, was did Legendary ever get his helmet? Okay, because then I would say, okay, well, if he graduated, that means everything is fine, right? Okay. Because everybody was telling her at first, I remember, about the helmet, but she take, how would I say? So a person thinks, so is they. Okay. She think that everything that somebody is speaking to her or giving to her is negative, okay? Then that's where you say you are a negative individual. No matter what you give, no matter how you try to get on her and say you positive and you're not paying attention to the negative. So you think, I would say, so are you, or something like that, right? And yeah. So that's a delay on that. Something that he could have been had from the get-go was a helmet. You understand? But if he already wore the helmet and he graduated, congratulations, okay? That's why I say if you see something about the kids, and I said that in my other video, you see something about the kids, something is wrong, something is catching your eye, something is not right, something that you can't catch, but something somebody else might see, because somebody else might have kids and they notice to say, hey, his head or this or that. You can't take it all the ways as somebody coming against you or somebody. You get what I'm saying? You just say, oh, okay, well, let me, I'm just saying. So then with me saying that, I want to talk about at the beginning of the video. Basically, at the beginning of the video, Aiden was there, okay? So I guess Aiden was supposed to be at school, okay? So she was talking about basically to where Aiden is not staying at school all day. This is the beginning, y'all. He's probably doing well now. But he basically wasn't staying at school all day because he was struggling, okay? Struggling, basically, I would say behavioral issues. Not being able to stay at school due to, I would say, the crying and the screaming and just the things that we would sit back in the cut and watch on her lives and her videos and always say that something is wrong here, right? Then when you say something is wrong, that's where, again, that's where I step in. I start speaking for the kids, because guess what? They can't speak up for themselves. You understand? They're not responsible for themselves. So you can't go at the kid. That's when you go at the grown adult. That people been trying to tell her from day one, something is wrong. And it's not that she don't know that something is wrong. She just can care less, okay? And then what happens here is he continued to deal with this. And then what you want to do is not do too much, okay? It took you a long time to get these kids in some type of speech therapy, some type of therapy. It took you a long time, okay? And then I guess you was waiting, well, they have this in the schools for the kids. Of course. You understand? But what the kids get hands-on from a real therapist, they're not going to get that in school. You understand? You only in school for 8 hours and less than 8 hours. They have multiple kids. They don't have time just to focus on your one baby. That's why when you get on here and you say you thank your subs so much for allowing you to do what you do, which is being a stay-at-home mom, because if you was working a 9 to 5, you wouldn't be able to do it. But my problem and my issue is not only are you not working a 9 to 5 and being a stay-at-home mom, but with you being a stay-at-home mom, you still was not doing what you needed to do. That's a problem. Now, when this boy would cry and scream, knowing there's something wrong here, okay, what would you do? Go put him in a room, okay? Go lock him in a room. Leave him in a room, letting him cry and scream. How's you fixing the problem? How's you fixing the situation? A lot of people say, hey, well, we think he might be, maybe have autism. It's nothing wrong with just go get him checked out to see, okay, is everything okay? You can't treat somebody that has special needs or special issues and something is wrong like they are normal and just throw them away and say, hey, go in the room, and I don't know how to speak out loud of what's wrong with me, but this is what y'all do to me. How many videos have we watched where Aiden was in a room just hollering to his lungs and screaming and crying, okay? Then you want to take this situation that you never tried to handle or deal with and then put it in the school system. I wouldn't blame the teachers. I wouldn't blame the principal to say, you need to come get him, okay? This is your job, okay? When he comes and it makes it to the school, this is a reflection of you. Okay? You had him all summer. You had him the whole time before he hit school. You wasn't doing nothing to try to help it. What was you doing to try to help his situation? Absolutely fucking nothing. Okay? Then that's where you let Hefty come in. Hefty don't know what the hell is going on. He sit there and play and laugh like it's a joke. Okay? Then you let him come in and try to discipline him, knowing that this boy, there's something wrong somewhere. But yet again, my issues and my needs get unnoticed, okay? They get unnoticed. They don't pay attention to them. They just push me away, okay? Or they try to give me a whooping for things that's going on within me that I can't help. I can't help that I want to scream right now. I can't help that I want to cry right now because there's something going on with me. And then that's where I would say, we've been telling her for day one, okay? As again, I say you have people sit in the background and we actually see this. We see certain things that he do. It don't be so normal. We see the way that these kids talk, like they all need speech therapy, okay? And that ain't me coming for the kids. That's me speaking real ish. They really do. Kaylin is 10 and they all needed it. But without getting the help that they actually need, then they grow up and continue to have this need, okay? Have this need or this delay because guess what? My mama just, she can care less. Or she want to overlook the situation. But overlook the situation, but continue to create babies out here, okay? Continue to create babies out here with, I would say, with things may be wrong or delays, but don't want to take care of the situation. It's not cool, because then that's where I said in my other video, they have to get older. They have to grow up. You understand? And you have only a certain time frame to get them help. You understand? Because then once they start growing older, it's harder to help them. Am I right or am I wrong? That's how I feel about it, okay? And that's why I had to get on here and I had to say that, y'all. Because what Aiden is giving, and hopefully he is better now within the schools, but the schools ain't going to deal with that. Now within the schools is not doing, they're only doing their job, okay? And they making the parents do what they need to do. That's what the schools are giving right now. So if Jazz thought that the school was going to be a daycare and just deal with his hollering and screaming and behavior issues, they not gonna do it, okay? And that's where they gonna take time from you because, hey, you need to come get him, or hey, you need to come up here and see if you can calm him down, because then that's where I say again, we know this ain't nothing new. This is something that he's been dealing with, and you brought this to us, not trying to help the situation, okay? And that's where then I say that I feel for the kids, because they can't help what's wrong with them. They can't help what they are going through. But when your parent don't want to help you, you understand? That's the problem. And the problem is when your parent brings in a homeless guy, a trash bag that comes in and don't know the real situation of what's really going on, but try to handle you like, you know what I'm saying, you should know, or try to handle you because your mama is letting it all happen, okay? She's throwing her hands up on you, okay? She's giving up on you and handing you over to him to allow him to discipline you when all she have to do is get you some type of help. You understand? That burns you up. That makes you mad. Because I don't want to talk about that. But that's, I would say, he's struggling, okay? You probably don't want to say he have autism, but I think he do. Just by certain things that he do, okay? But ain't no way, if I don't want to fix the situation, if I don't want to identify the problem, to get him help, okay, or see what I need to do, to whatever I can do for his behavior, ain't no way I'm going to let no man come in and start disciplining him for things that he cannot help. And because this man does not understand. But he don't have to understand again because this ain't his kid. And then that's where I would say that's where the kids, they struggle. They struggle within that household. They struggle within their comfort zone each and every day. Then I read somewhere in a comment that the kids go to bed too early. Hell yeah, they do. But they have to go to bed early, okay? Because y'all already know when Hefty is there, the kids can't be free. They can't be comfortable. They got to be stuck in their rooms. You understand? They got to give this Hefty trash bag quiet, peace. Only one is allowed to be out is the Bowser baby, okay? Which is legendary, which is not cool. Y'all know that. Y'all know that, okay? We get what they want us to see, okay? We also get what everybody is talking about, and she tries to show different. Y'all know that. But somewhere in there, somehow, you slip up every time, okay? You slip up every time. And I'm just saying for this video, it ain't Aiden's fault. It ain't his fault at all. Everything that's going on with him and him struggling in school, I hope he has gotten better. But him struggling in school, he needed this type of help. He needed this type of therapy outside of school. Before he even hit school, he needed this, okay? Y'all see where Aiden and Ava both needed it, but Ava was doing a little bit more better. You understand? But just because she's doing a little bit more better does not mean that you don't focus on him and get him the help. Now, at the end, you want to bring in a speech therapist. You want to, at the end, okay? And that's why I say at the end, because he had to deal with this so many years until you actually want to give him help. Now he's school age and got to go to school. It's still going to be a struggle for him. You understand this? He has 2 therapists. This child been struggling since birth, okay? But all the signs and the warnings and signals was getting ignored, okay? Getting ignored, getting thrown away, concur less. But you get on here and you display the wrong ish, okay? Trying to entertain the people, but take care of your kids first. Make sure your kids are straight first. Make sure your kids are straight before you jump on YouTube, okay? Doing anything that has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. Before you try to display a trash bag, take care of your kids first. Focus on your kids first. Make sure they're good and straight first, okay? I'm just saying. Because at the end of the day, none of this, okay? None of this, not even Chris, none of that matters. Only your kids. Only your kids. Remember that, okay? People can kind of care less about grown folk, but people love the kids. So care about your kids first before you try to display anything else that has nothing to do with nothing. I think that was kind of sad to hear that he was going to school and she would have to come get him and he couldn't stay at school all day because the things that he's been struggling with. But did the school know that when he would deal with this at home and go through this at home, she would just lock him in the room, okay? Did the school know that most of the time that these kids used to be caged in a room, locked in a room, okay? Wet diapers, wet pull-ups, yes. Where he's screaming to the top of his lungs, she wouldn't go see about him. She'll be on live trying to entertain people. They ain't giving 2 shits about you, okay? When he would go through this, she would allow her little homeless boyfriend to go in and discipline him. When there was, and there is a true problem with him. I'm just saying. Y'all put your comments down below. Tell me what you think about this whole shit show, okay? Don't forget to throw a like on this video if y'all like this video, okay? And yeah, tell me what you think about this whole sit show. And also, if y'all know what's going on now, kind of update me on Aiden. Is he doing good in school now? Because I ain't made it that far. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad because he dealt with this for so long. He used to get locked up for it, okay? Get locked in a room, shut the door, and where he had to holler and scream. But when you get in the school system, they They want to get you help. And that's where they call the parent that I already know what's going on with him, to say, hey, you need to come calm him down. Hey, but I know she never opened her mouth to say, well, he did this at home. I just put him in the room and shut the door. Or better yet, I just let my boyfriend go in there and put his hands on him. Now, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, y'all, peace.